back, thank God.
Everybody has different lives, and everyone, like, no one knows exactly what people have been through.
Yeah, where you been?
And why things have came into their life like that. Because some people had different lives where, like, that's something that they have to do in a point. So it's like, I feel like just people should understand everybody's feelings and things about the situation.
Can I ask you, when you got into this industry, was there any, like, is there or was there any part of you that feels anything bad about it? Because, as I said, like, I don't feel shame about it. You could say anything you want to me, but I definitely understand that there's parts about it that are bad. There's parts about it that influence society that are bad. There's parts of it that are bad for me. I understand
really
that, and I fully take responsibility over that.
Yeah. But I feel like
and so is the gasoline industry, but we need gas to make the world go round.
I feel like there's parts bad in anything that you do. Like, anything that you do, there's something bad that could be bad in something that you do. You know what I mean? Like, there's, like, not everything's always perfect. I'm not saying that that's not correct, because that is true. You know, it's like, I'm not, like, but I feel like a lot of things, like, anything that you do, sometimes there could just be a bad point of something. Like, you know, like, even, like for example, doctors, like, not all doctors are actually trying to help. It's a lot of times about the money. It's a lot of times about the money.
What
you know,
about a
I've gone to a
librarian?
doctor's where they've literally scammed me when they could have helped me. You know what I mean? Like, that's not always good feeling. That's not always something that should be okay.
For me, it was really hard. Beautiful symphony. Right now.
But no, I totally get what you're saying.
I do hear you, though, yeah.
I do get what you're saying. Yeah, because
I think we have to be self-aware. You know what I mean? Like,
100%.
I don't think I'm, like, doing charity work over here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's why I made the comment about, like, the gas industry is because, like, we need it. It's essential, right?
Wait, hold on. Wait. So, are you?
I don't think
are
the
you
corn
drawing-
industry is essential.
Are you drawing a comparison that the adult content industry is essential in the same way that oil refinery is essential?
No. So it's not like apples and apples here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that they're different, but okay, how about this? Simple question.
But
is the adult
sex work
content,
has been around longer than the
sure.
gasoline industry.
Is the adult content industry essential?
Is it essential?
Is it? Are you an essential worker?
Like something like OnlyFans, it is not essential, right?
Let's not go by COVID standards, because COVID standards were crazy.
But is the sex industry always been something that's always been? Even if it was secret down, you know, alleys and all these things, yes, it's always been.
Yeah, but so has killing for hire.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
So just making the appeal to history and saying, because this thing has always been part of human behavior for some people, that means it can't be regulated. You'd have to make follow that logic the same way.
And I do think that the industry needs to be
regulated. Part of the human experience too, and you wouldn't advocate people do that, right?
Guys, I have a question. If you guys weren't in OnlyFans, do you have any other kind of, like, talent or anything else that you could do? Like,
I'm going to go to fashion school. I've already put everything in. I'm waiting for the next year because it's summertime now. So this beginning of this year, I'm going to be going to fashion school. I've actually been sewing for like 5 years.
That's cool.
I'm really good at it. I actually have Instagram where I make clothes and I do that kind of stuff. I'm going to be a designer. So
if you already know how to sew, and if you already know if you know about the textile industry, blah, 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 then why would you need to go to school? Why wouldn't you just start your own small business and then, you know, create your own
Because
clothes?
I love it so much that if I can learn every last bit of it, no matter how it is, I would like to learn all that. So I want to have that knowledge because I love it so much that, to me, going to that class wouldn't be school. Like, to me, it would be something that I want to do because I like to learn, and if I'm learning about something that I love that I can bonus on by getting a degree that can help me in the future also when it comes to that stuff, then I would love to do that because I want to know every last bit of the thing that I love.
Okay, good. I was just asking because it's, you know, it would be concerning if your only passion was OnlyFans.
Yeah, no. This is just a gateway to get to where I really need to be.
Okay. Got it, babe.
And I went to school. I'm a licensed esthetician, and I went to spa studios and became a certified pro makeup artist. I've worked on many different runways, different spas. I've had my own spa before. Unfortunately, you know, the economy has destroyed businesses back and forth. I am telling you, I am no way in the 15
I mean,
years of being in the
wait,
beauty
It hasn't
industry.
destroyed those businesses, though.
Oh,
Like
different.
estheticians and spas and things. I mean, those businesses.
Different
are-
economies at different times. It has in different areas,
I
right?
think it's saturation that has destroyed those
Actually,
industries.
I can't think of, like, even under Obama's economy during the recession, those were actually businesses that were still making money.
So every
but
every
people-
single
Esthetician
spa,
especially.
every single spa, right? Every single spa has
Well,
made
not
it
every-
through the
Yeah,
recession.
but I mean, even in a booming economy, every single anything's not going to always make money. That's absurd, right? It doesn't.
Exactly.
So, like, you could still have a business which isn't healthy even when the economy is booming.
Yeah.
That doesn't have anything to do with anything. Everybody's going to have to experience that at some point, working for a business that has healthier or down points. I'm just saying that those businesses typically are very healthy businesses. They have been for a long time.
Yeah, but it's not every single business. And it's really hard when you are going to school, you're raising your children, you're running a business, you're doing multiple things, and sometimes you have to divert your attention. And there's different aspects of where you live, right? I lived in a small town. It was a lot harder to bring in, it wasn't LA, right? So people weren't going and getting all types of different treatments. It was a smaller town that was a little bit harder to be more successful in the spa industries. But what I was saying is that I make way more money.
Wait, so a little question on the background here. So you got started in adult content first.
No, she started first.
But with
Can
her,
I finish with one thing? real
Oh, yeah,
quick?
with her
go ahead. Go
encouragement.
ahead.
I just wanted to finish this. The last thing you said, you make way more money. So let me just ask you this straight then.
Yes.
Let's just say that you were in that small town and you were making about what an esthetician generally makes.
Yes.
In a small town. Or even what an esthetician would make in kind of a big city. Isn't it the case that you would still do this because it's more money?
Would I still do OnlyFans or do spa?
Spa.
If I was making the money that I'm making now?
No. If you were making the money that a general spa technician would make.
Yes. Okay, so I'm making that. So what was the question again? So